China Railway pays out 120 million baht after deadly building collapse in Thailand. Justice still demanded. In the wake of one of Thailand's deadliest construction tragedies, China Railway No. 10, Thailand, has paid out a staggering 120 million baht in compensation to victims of the Tha Ray State Audit Office, SAO, building collapse. But many are asking, is that enough? Here's what we know. The collapse claimed 51 lives, left 9 people injured, and 43 remain missing. The payout was confirmed by Justice Minister Pol Colonel Tawee Sodsong on April 22. The money will be funneled through the Ministry of Justice to assist victims' families. The payment is officially a humanitarian gesture, not linked to the ongoing criminal investigation. That breaks down to just over 1.27 million baht per life lost. In major Thai cities, that won't even buy you a modest home. Critics are already asking, is this compensation or hush money? Despite this massive payout, the criminal case is far from closed. The collapse triggered a full investigation into possible nominee fraud and construction negligence, and 4 key figures are now in custody. Manas Srianan, Prachwap Siriket, Sophan Michai, Zhong Chuanling, a Chinese national and company executive. These men reportedly held 51% of the company's shares, while officially listed as laborious and drivers, raising major red flags about shell operations and corporate deceit. The Department of Special Investigation, DSI, and Thai police are continuing a deep dive probe. Alongside the collapse, a steel supply company is also under fire for allegedly issuing fake tax invoices since 2016, sparking concerns about procurement corruption and shady deals long before the building fell. The big question remains. Will justice truly be served, or will this payout bury the blame? This isn't just about one building. It's about corporate responsibility, accountability, and whether lives lost can be repaid with a check. Tell us what you think in the comments. Is this justice or a cover-up? Like if you believe corporate negligence should be prosecuted to the fullest. Share to raise awareness and demand accountability. Subscribe for the latest updates as this story unfolds. Tragedy sparks action. Thailand cracks down on dangerous bus routes after deadly crash. In the wake of a devastating late-night bus crash that claimed 7 lives and injured over 40 others, Thailand's Minister of Transport, Suriya Jungrungriangkit, has launched a sweeping crackdown on road safety, and the changes are immediate. The horrific crash occurred around 1:30 a.m. on Highway 304 in Nadi District, Prashan Buri, when a packed double-decker bus lost control during a steep downhill descent and collided with a lorry. The result? A fiery explosion that engulfed the vehicle, fueled by a short circuit triggered by the impact. This wasn't just a crash, it was a wake-up call. Suriya didn't waste time. He ordered a full investigation into the accident's cause and declared a national safety overhaul focused on high-risk roads and unsafe vehicles. Preliminary findings revealed the bus was speeding, and the driver may have misjudged the dangers of the winding, sloping route. Now, 7 treacherous routes have been declared off-limits to double-decker buses. These include scenic but hazardous stretches like Chiang Mai to Doi Nang Kyu, Mae Hong Son to Mae Teep, Pua to Doi Phu Ko National Park. These roads, admired for their beauty, are now known for their deadly curves. But it doesn't stop there. New safety measures are rolling out nationwide. Warning signs and rumble strips to alert drivers before danger hits. Frequent inspections to keep drivers in check. Stricter regulations for registering and approving double-decker buses. What was once a symbol of efficient mass transit is now under strict scrutiny. Minister Suriya made it clear, we cannot allow convenience to come before safety. His plan isn't just reactive, it's a decisive strategy to ensure that no more lives are lost due to negligence or poor planning. As Thailand mourns the lives lost, it also pivots toward a safer future, one where roads are not just built for speed, but for survival. Subscribe to stay updated on this evolving story. Comment below, do you think these new regulations go far enough? Share this if you believe road safety should always come first. Thai PM Paetongtarn's high-stakes visit to Cambodia, human rights in the crosshairs amid diplomatic milestones. As Thailand and Cambodia celebrate 75 years of diplomatic relations, a storm brews beneath the surface. Human rights violations, cross-border abductions, and political repression threaten to derail a historic opportunity for progress. Thailand's Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, arrived in Phnom Penh this week to mark a major diplomatic milestone, 75 years of Thai-Cambodian relations. Greeted with pomp and ceremony, she met with Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet, Senate President Hun Sen, and King Norodom Sihamoni. But behind the scenes, urgent questions loom about human rights violations, cross-border crackdowns, and Thailand's role in a growing regional crisis. Human rights pressure intensifies. As official ceremonies unfolded, Human Rights Watch issued a stark warning: don't let diplomacy silence justice. The group called on Paetongtarn to address troubling allegations of transnational repression, where political dissidents are kidnapped or deported across borders with impunity. Elaine Pearson, Asia Director for HRW, highlighted the brutal killing of Lim Kimya, a dual French-Cambodian opposition figure murdered in Bangkok in January. Despite warrants for 2 Cambodian nationals, the case remains unresolved. It's part of a disturbing pattern where Cambodian dissidents seeking refuge in Thailand face detention, deportation, or worse. Thailand accused of complicity. Thailand's immigration system is under fire. Activists say officials are using immigration charges to target UNHCR-protected refugees, forcing them back into danger. Cases like Voang Samnang and Vian Visna, both political targets, highlight the perils of dissent in the region. Even Wanchaliam Satsaksit, a Thai activist abducted in Phnom Penh in 2020, remains missing. Earsun urged both countries to end this cycle of persecution and uphold international human rights standards. Diplomacy versus accountability. Despite the controversy, the visit has produced tangible agreements. Paetongtarn and Hun Manet reaffirmed their nation's strategic partnership, pledging to boost bilateral trade to 15 billion baht by 2027. Key initiatives include opening new consulates in Siem Reap and Songkhla, strengthening military and border security cooperation, fighting cross-border online scams, signing new labor and environmental agreements, advancing border demining and infrastructure projects, launching a cross-border rail freight service, supporting legal employment for Cambodian workers in Thailand. Thailand is also preparing to host a joint cabinet retreat in a border area, further signaling deepened regional ties. Trade or transparency? The two countries are aligning on economic goals, tourism initiatives, and infrastructure, but critics argue none of it matters if fundamental rights are ignored. The spotlight now falls squarely on Paetongtarn. Can she use her rising influence to bring justice to victims of political violence? Or will economic gains come at the cost of silence? Final tagline. This isn't just a diplomatic visit, it's a defining moment. Will human rights be honored or sidelined? The world is watching. Bangkok cracks down on pet ownership. New law mandates microchipping and registration in 2025. Starting January 10, 2025, Bangkok pet owners will face strict new rules as the city enforces a sweeping mandate to register and microchip all cats and dogs. The move, led by the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, BMA, marks a bold step to combat the rising number of stray animals and tighten pet control across the capital. Here's what's changing. All dogs and cats must be microchipped within 120 days of birth, or within 30 days of adoption. Pet owners must register their animals with local authorities. Living in a condo or apartment, you may be limited to just one pet if your space is between 20 to 80 square meters. Larger homes will allow more, but only within legal limits. This isn't just about pet population, it's about public safety. The BMA made it clear in a recent post: public safety is our priority. The city is laying the groundwork for a more accountable, responsible form of pet ownership. While exact penalties haven't been disclosed, non-compliance could bring serious consequences. The message is simple: get your pets registered or face the fallout. Certain breeds, higher stakes. Owners of breeds considered more dangerous, like pit bulls and Rottweilers, will need to register their pets under special supervision. Think of it as elite-level oversight to avoid incidents and ensure these animals are managed responsibly. And it doesn't stop at cats and dogs. The ordinance stretches to livestock as well. Cows, horses, ducks, chickens, they must now be kept in designated areas, stopping the city from turning into an impromptu barnyard. This law has been in the works for over a year, gaining official status in the Royal Gazette on January 15, 2024. Deputy City Governor Tawee Sodsong confirmed the timeline, giving residents nearly a year to get their furry, or feathered, family members in order. Bottom line, this is a major move to curb the stray population, boost public safety, and modernize Bangkok's urban pet policy. It's about responsibility, regulation, and reclaiming the streets from chaos caused by unregistered pets. Are you ready for the 2025 pet law? Hit like if you support safer streets. Comment below if you think the law goes too far or not far enough. And don't forget to subscribe for updates on how this new regulation will impact you and your four-legged friends. Thailand's tourism updated news the 24th of April, 2025. Tourist numbers plummet after earthquake. Thailand launches emergency alert system and eyes visa crackdown. Bangkok, April 23, 2025. Thailand's tourism sector has been shaken by a double blow. A sharp 9% drop in international arrivals and urgent new measures to protect visitors amid natural disasters and immigration concerns. According to the Tourism Authority of Thailand, TAT, March 2025 saw just 2.72 million international visitors, a steep decline compared to the previous year. The downturn followed a late March earthquake that rattled the country, causing widespread concern, especially among East Asian travelers. In the week of the quake, March 25 to 31, Japanese tourists dropped by 36%, with significant declines also recorded from Hong Kong, 23%, South Korea, 23%, Singapore, 17%, Vietnam, 16%, and China, 7%. Border nations, Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar also saw visitor declines of about 15%, primarily due to slowed overland travel near the quake zone. Meanwhile, European arrivals dipped 4 to 9%, with the Easter travel season facing hesitations. TAT urges calm, launches safety measures. Audit Chiratananan, Secretary-General of the Association of Thai Travel Agents, ATA, called on the government to reassure travelers, noting that only one building sustained serious damage during the quake, and all key tourist sites and hotels have passed safety inspections. To further restore confidence, Thailand will launch new safety registration systems for car rentals and accommodations on May 1, aiming to enhance transparency and accountability. Thailand's first nationwide emergency alert test begins May 2. In direct response to criticisms over the lack of early warnings during the recent quake, the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, DDPM, has announced a nationwide cell broadcast alert system test, the first of its kind in Thailand. Test dates: May 2, indoor tests at provincial halls and government buildings. May 7, district-level tests in 5 provinces. May 13, full-scale simulation in Chiang Mai, Udon Thani, Ayut Thani, Nakhon Si Thammarat, and Bangkok. The cell broadcast system delivers instant alerts to mobile phones in affected zones, bypassing network congestion, a critical upgrade for a country frequently hit by floods, storms, and earthquakes. Alerts will state, "This is a test message from the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, DDPM. No action required." Over 80% of Thai mobile users, nearly 70 million people, are expected to receive the test alerts. The rollout follows an order from Prime Minister Pol to fix the communication gap exposed during the last quake. This system will save lives, said DDPM Director General Chaiwat Junthawong. We must be ready. Visa-free entry under review amid security concerns. In a major policy shift, Prime Minister Pol has ordered a top-down review of Thailand's visa-free entry program, citing a rise in overstays and illegal employment by some foreign visitors. The current system allows citizens of 93 countries, including China and many European nations, to stay for up to 60 days without a visa, a policy that helped draw 35 million visitors in 2024. However, the rise of unauthorized work in industries like hospitality and construction has raised red flags. Upcoming revisions may include stricter entry requirements, Enhanced visitor tracking. Tougher penalties for overstayers. Tourism must be balanced with national security, government spokesman Jirayu Hongsub said. Local communities, particularly in Phuket and Pattaya, have voiced support, concerned that illegal foreign labor is undercutting local jobs. However, industry leaders caution against moves that could scare off legitimate tourists. Digital arrival card goes live May 1st. Adding another layer of reform, Thailand will implement its digital arrival card system starting May 1st. All non-Thai international travelers will be required to fill out the card online before arrival. The system is aimed at streamlining immigration procedures and improving visitor data tracking. Bottom line, Thailand is tightening its tourism infrastructure from emergency alerts to immigration reforms as it recovers from a seismic shock. Whether these moves can restore tourist confidence and protect national interests remains to be seen. Follow for updates as Thailand reshapes its tourism future. Breaking: Bangkok SAO building collapse sparks scandal over dangerous steel, 53 dead, dozens missing. As the death toll rises and the rubble of Bangkok's collapsed State Audit Office, SAO, building refuses to give up its dead, the truth behind the tragedy is turning into one of Thailand's biggest construction scandals in years. The March 28 earthquake didn't just bring down a building, it exposed a deadly trail of negligence, illegal labor, and substandard materials. Rescue workers are racing against time to reach the lowest levels of the debris, where 41 people are still missing. So far, 53 lives have been lost. In a major development, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration has seized over 11.5 million baht worth of poor-quality steel in Chon Buri province, where 6 Chinese nationals were also caught working without legal permits. The workers were employed by Chon Buri Special Steel Group, a company backed by Chinese investment and operating with shocking disregard for safety. The raid uncovered more than 115,000 steel bars, over 582 tons, manufactured using induction furnaces, a method known to produce weaker, inferior steel. This practice is already under fire after similar low-grade steel valued at 23 million baht was seized in February, leading to the company's license being revoked. Now, investigators are zeroing in on Shin Koo Yuan Steel Company Limited, the alleged supplier of the SAO building's doomed steel. Tests run by the Iron and Steel Institute of Thailand revealed the 20mm steel bars used in the building failed to meet national standards. It's the second time Shin Koo Yuan has been flagged for unsafe steel in less than a month. Industry Ministry spokesman Pongpol Yodmuangkaroen confirmed that these findings are now a core part of the Department of Special Investigations probe into what really caused the collapse. The scandal feeds into a broader war against Thailand's so-called $0 industry, a network of cheaply made, often imported products that sacrifice safety for profit. So far, over 384 million baht in dangerous steel has been seized over the past 7 months. Back at the SAO site, the rescue operation continues, part disaster response, part hunt for justice. The mission is clear: find the missing, hold those responsible accountable, and make sure this kind of tragedy never happens again. This isn't just a story about a building. It's about lives lost, lives still trapped, and a construction industry that must face its reckoning. Stay with us for the latest updates as Bangkok confronts one of the darkest chapters in its modern history. Breaking weather alert: violent summer storms set to slam northern Thailand, April 26 to 29. Thailand's upper regions are on high alert as a powerful summer thunderstorm system barrel in from April 26 to 29, 2025. A moderate high-pressure front pushing in from China is colliding with hot air and southeasterly-southwesterly winds, setting the stage for dangerous weather conditions. With the heat soaring to very hot levels, expect sudden outbreaks of intense thunderstorms, damaging gusts, hail, and lightning strikes across northern, northeastern, central, and eastern Thailand. Health and safety warning: the public is urged to avoid open areas, stay away from large trees, unstable billboards, and avoid traveling through flood-prone zones. Take extra caution on the roads, visibility and traction could drop in seconds. Farmers, take urgent measures to protect your crops and livestock from potential damage. Strong winds and heavy rain could devastate unprepared farmland. Stay connected for real-time updates. This is a rapidly evolving situation, don't get caught off guard.
If you found today's news informative, Hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Make sure you have a great day.